Okay, so I've decided to add a little bit of audio to this video because it kind of speaks for itself, but if you're not a firefighter, you need a little bit of coaching when you're watching this thing. So this was done by NIST, which is the National Institute of Science and Technology, and they work very closely with the fire service and as well as underwriters' laboratories. And so what they're doing here is comparing the furnishings in a room from 30 years ago with those that we would find in our homes today. And a lot has changed. And so what this experiment was meant to illustrate is the time that firefighters have lost when it comes to intervening. And what it really demonstrates for the purposes of this conversation with you is that fire is very, very fast, and most people have an idea of what they might do in a fire, but the truth is that when it happens, there's no time for thinking, it's only time for reacting. So that's why it's so critical to have a plan in place before this emergency happens. So what's going on the left is obviously that they've started a fire on a couch, and already a minute and 30 seconds into this, the one on the right, which is the modern day home, is starting to roll. And what you're going to see is that very, very quickly on the right, it's getting superheated in that room, and it's accelerating exponentially. And a rule of thumb is that fire doubles every minute, and this is a perfect illustration of that. The one on the left is just still in its free burning stage. It's an ordinary combustible situation, means that ordinary combustibles are just organic things that we found. What it would be paper or cloth or anything like that, and so it's not getting very hot and it's not spreading very quickly. The stuff on the right is petroleum based, and what's happening right now is that it's getting superheated and everything at the ceiling is on fire right now, and very quickly the fire is going to drop. It's dropping right now, and the entire room is going to flash over. And this is 2 minutes and 30 seconds into this fire. Now you're going to see it roll down, and a flashover is when everything in the room reaches its ignition point, and it's going to drop really, really quickly, and everything's going to start rolling. All right, it's flashing over right now. Okay, so 3 minutes and 40 seconds, and everything in that room is consumed. We can look to the left, and it's still starting to get going over there, but it's not accelerating at all compared to the modern room. This is not a lot of time, and if this is a fire that started in a lower floor, if you have a multi-floor unit, you're not gonna have the time to figure out what you need to do. You're gonna need to react, and hopefully your smoke detectors and fire detectors are working. And we look to the left, and they're going to cut this, I think, pretty soon, and they're going to fast forward. And what they're actually going to say, what they're going to show you right now, is they're going to fast forward to 20 and 25 minutes and 30 minutes. And what you find is that the house from 30 years ago just really didn't flash. And so for the purposes of this experiment, what it showed is that firefighters had a lot of time to intervene. So, and you had a lot of time. But the truth is that that day is long gone.